Hello friends, welcome to the channel Love No Limits. My name is Kay, and here is today's daily pick a card. This reading should give you some insight on what's going to be occurring within your next 24 hours, so take a second and pause the video if need be to choose your pile. If you feel called to more than one pile, please feel free to check out both or all three. There may certainly be messages there for you. If these readings resonate with you, let me know down in those comments below. I would love to hear them. Also, if you wouldn't mind liking the video and subscribing to the channel to encourage more content in the future, I would be oh so grateful. So, this is going to be pile number 1 with the summer card. This is going to be pile number 2 with separation. And this is going to be pile number 3 with moon. Okay. Timestamps are located down below in the description box, and without further ado, let's jump right into it. Hello, pile number 1. Welcome to your pile. Today you've chosen this summer card. Now this card is from the Wild Unknown Alchemy deck. I am going to read a short snippet from the guidebook just to give you some insight on what the card represents here, and perhaps there are personal messages that you can resonate and take out of. Okay, so to experience summer is to be embodied. The summer air kisses every crevice of our body, opening us up in ways forgotten. Lust, desire, laughter, sweat, physicality, these are all expressions of summer's fullness shining through. When this card appears, know that the senses are heightened, and the work is nearing a full expression. It may feel as though things are electrified or about to burst. Keep in mind that like all alchemical seasons, summer will soon pass. For now, everything in your narrative is fleshed out, and the story has just another chapter or two until it begins again. So revel in this time of ripening and rhythm. Celebrate, gather, connect. Whether this season is literal or metaphorical, let yourself be swept into the pulse of these hot and heavy nights. Ooh, how interesting. Pile number 1. Okay, so that card was all about our senses and connecting our physical bodies and using our senses to connect our physical bodies to the world around us. Okay, so you have the 10 of Wands, pile number 1. And this card is all about completion, being nearly finished with a cycle here. Now, in this 10 of Wands, I am feeling something burdening you here, you carrying something that you don't need to. Okay, let's see, the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, yep, the Knight of Pentacles is someone who's fought some tough battles, but they've also enjoyed some adventures here. So I definitely seeing you needing to rest and regroup, reconnect with yourself for sure. Let me get a few more cards for you just to clarify. Okay, what's going on for pile number, this wanted to come out. Okay, pile number 1. It's occurring for pile, there we go. Okay. Yeah, you've got the Strength card here. So you're definitely being encouraged to remain strong in your endeavors here. However, I am hearing the load would be a lot lighter if you dropped what wasn't needed, okay? You also have the Queen of Dragonflies, which is the Queen of Cups. And this card is all about being generous, highly sensitive as well. The Queen of Cups is a highly sensitive card. She's really in tune with herself, her own emotions, and therefore she can help kind of navigate the emotions around her, okay? She's also seen as someone who's very natural in what they do, okay? So pile number 1, you're on the road to something very, very, very swell here, but you're being encouraged to lighten your load and get more in touch with your physical body. Okay, very interesting. I think that's all I have for you today. If the reading resonated, let me know down in those comments below. Like the video if you wouldn't mind. Subscribing to the channel always pushes more content out in the future. And I wish you well here, pile number 1. And until next time. Hello, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. Today you've chosen this separation card. This card is from the Wild Unknown Alchemy deck. I will be reading a short snippet from the guidebook for you, just in case there's something in there that you can take out of or personally resonate with. Okay. Separation is the great alchemical operation of the sword. It occurs when substances are pulled apart for their higher good. Either willingly or unwillingly, the fissure may take place suddenly with a swift blow of the axe, or slowly over time with a dull blade. No matter how separation occurs, it will likely be a painful process for all involved. Images of swords and knives, battles, rebellion, breakups, divorce, and atom splitting are expressions of separation. The good news is that separation prepares the individual for a more conscious union down the line. It releases stagnant energy and allows the parts to see themselves as individuals. This stage is a prerequisite for conjunction, which is union or love. Through the pain of separation, we come to accept and love ourselves as we truly are, and in turn, we love the world. Okay, pile number 2. You may be going through a separation at this time, like the card is obviously pointing out here. This could also represent, to me, a separation of self, which is also known as shadow work. Doing shadow work here. I'm feeling that heavily. Okay. Very melancholy vibes over here. Pile number 2. So your first card today, you have the High Priestess. So pile number 2, your gut is telling you something. You feel like you have this higher knowing. So pile number 2, you are being called to really pay attention to your intuition at this time. Try and recognize that there are different ways of obtaining information, and I'm hearing be a little cautious of where you obtain that information as well. But all in all, you're definitely being guided to follow your heart if you don't have all the information you need at the time, okay? Pile number 2, you also have Temperance. Now this card is all about balance here, which is very, very interesting because the Temperance is about kind of bringing things together, and you have the Separation card. So pile number 2, what I'm seeing for you, I'm seeing a physical separation of some sort. This could have already occurred, or this could be lingering energy of something to come. This could be currently happening, whatever the case may be for you. You're being physically separated from something, somewhere, or someone here, okay? And by doing this, by separating yourself physically, you're actually coming into more alignment with yourself, heightening your intuition here. Okay, let me see if I can pull some extra cards for you. Pile number 2, what's going on? Pile number 2. Okay. Yes, so you got the Page of Dragonflies. Oops. Cards are falling down a lot right now, so you maybe feel like your world is kind of falling down. But the Page of Dragonflies, which is also known as the Page of Cups in this deck, represents a very sociable person, generally someone who likes to have fun, feel young, is very youthful in spirit here. And pile number 2, I feel like if this isn't someone else that you are currently manifesting or is being called into your life right now, this is you. This is you bringing out this side of yourself here by physically separating yourself and coming more in alignment with what your intuition has been trying to tell you here. Okay. You also have, yep, the Ten of Moths, which is the Ten of Wands. So there's definitely a lot going on for you right now. But through this separation, have hope that true alignment, true alignment with yourself and genuine happiness will follow. Okay, pile number 2, I wish you the best of luck in this situation. I know separations are never easy, but they are they're always worth it. Really, I've never heard of a separation that wasn't worth it. Separations are definitely something that need to happen for us to grow and really expand our own knowing and our own knowledge about ourselves and our self-awareness as well. Okay, pile number 2. I wish you the best of luck again. Let me know down in those comments what's going on. Let me know if it resonated. If you liked the video, subscribe to the channel so you never miss one. And until next time. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. Today you've chosen this moon card. This card is from the Wild Unknown Alchemy deck, and I will be reading a short snippet from the guidebook just in case there's something that you can personally take out of or resonate with. Okay. The moon represents the mother of all mysteries. Once a month, it slips into the full spotlight and then quietly disappears only to initiate the cycle again, gifting us with the message of impermanence. The moon reminds us we are in constant transition, a continual process of letting go. It is the yin principle, one of listening rather than speaking. This card may indicate a time of rest and restoration is in order, or that a new depth of spiritual practice calls. Dreams and memories may be especially vivid. The gates to the liminal realm have opened. The alchemist's task is to be receptive to its message. Be patient, though as the moon speaks in the language of symbols and deciphering, its messages takes time and receptivity. Magic is afoot, sink into it, sweet child. How awesome, pile number 3. Okay. So what's occurring for you within your next 24 hours? You're definitely uncovering something. Something is being brought to light. The moon can also represent like the unknown, hidden information. But pile number 3, you're being asked to listen very, very closely here, okay? You're being asked to kind of sit in this feminine energy and just receive right now. How interesting. Let's see what your tarot cards are. So your first card here, you have the 2 of Cups. So you could be coming into a collaboration with someone. This could be a partnership. I am sensing that this is more internal. You could be coming into alignment with yourself here with the moon card. Your physical body could be coming into alignment, with your higher self here. You could be into rituals, spiritual practices, anything that has to do with divination. Very interesting. You also have the 8 of Pentacles, which is all about perfecting your craft. So pile number 3, what I'm feeling for you is that you're actually going to be diving into an unfamiliar concept here, okay? This is something probably a little taboo to you, but you're finding that it's interesting you. It's piqued an interest in you, and you've been diligently working very hard at it here. 8 of Pentacles is all about mastery and someone who's really working very, very hard to perfect their craft here, perfect something. So let's see what else. I'm gonna pull a few more cards for you. Pile number 3. Okay, let me get one more. So your first card that jumped out, pile number 3, is the 6 of Beads, which is the 6 of Swords. So you're leaving something behind here to pursue something else. You're dropping something to pursue in hopes of pursuing something else, something that you're actually quite good at. You're already quite skillful in. But most importantly, something that actually has your heart, something that you can see yourself doing for a long time here. You also have the Magician in reverse. Now, this card in reverse means some sort of trickery energy here. So you can have a person or be in a situation that may look really, really appealing to you, but is actually deceiving you at the same time. This could also represent a delay. This could be a delay in plans, travel plans, projects, anything that takes time to develop. You're definitely being encouraged to look carefully at others' motives and definitely double check before making any arrangements, especially when it comes to arrangements with other people here. Okay. So yeah, pile number 3, something's definitely coming to light here. I'm also remembering how the moon and how it's really, and its connectedness to cycles and the life cycles and things of that nature. So I can definitely see you taking some sort of metaphorical adventure here and diving deep into a subject that has definitely piqued your interest. But just be wary of the people in this field, and make sure you're really reading the fine print before, if it comes down to like an actual collaboration with someone else, before you make a deal, really read the fine print first. Okay, pile number 3. How exciting. If the reading resonated with you, let me know down in those comments below. So pile number 3, I wish you the best in this situation here, and until next time.